You're prohibited to walk in the pyramids of the mysterious. Walk in the room, touch the tomb of the lyricists. Can't let go, see my genesis, my beginning. Truth be told, behold my witnesses. It's bad luck, it's sand pouring from the ducts. It's hard to stand, on sides you're stuck. The stones you clutch till it begins to fill up. Every 4 seconds the walls erupt, every door then shuts. Say hocus pocus, the oldest poets. Old as Moses holding the golden cobras. Guards align like Roman soldiers. You heard the rhyme, the omens told you. Tear through the cobwebs and darkness. Read the words that God said, but you're too hard-headed. Now your arms go dead, you turn into carcass. Get your palms red, or run through the graveyard instead. Unconscious, reoccurring. You're prohibited to walk in the pyramids of the mysterious. Walk in the room, touch the tomb of the lyricists. Delirious. I'm King Arthur, the macabre in winged armor. The dream solver, sumo legend, Lord of Arada. From the dunes, a shepherd swinging the sword of the father. Say abracadabra, I'm the Mad Hatter of Matter. The traveler of Samaria, the commander of Africa. Went from Canaan to Canada. Went from Wu-Tang to Super Saiyan of the Ukraine. Fire your manager. If he's a fan, I call him a fanager. He's just an Amaya, I call him an amateur. So laid to rest, under a cemetery sunset. Young death, one less, succumb test. The Ethereum beings from the heavenly world. Star Sirius B, coming in and out of nirvana like a sauna. Too hot, light your ganja. As I take you to the man, that'll show you the man. That'll take you to the man that created the monster. My mic cord is connected to a psych ward. The doctor said I was different with nightfall. I write more, slowly between red candles and white dogs that snarl at every punchline ready to bite y'all. This is just a form of response to those who express the rap elders are jealous. Y'all failed to realize what's true failure. Let the fortune teller help you. Let's be clear in addressing your grievance and being disobedient. Fought to war is not the ingredient for mistreatment. You lack respects when the teacher's teaching. Y'all seem pervasive when speaking of the ages. Today, kids, this is sacred. My spot is here for years. Let's wait some years, see if y'all still be here. You have no inherent or expressive state of the obligation to accommodate what you create. Make no mistake, this is no debate. The goal is to be great. Only the real can relate. If you're hypersensitive, that's cause your writing skills are limited. Put it in your heart and remember it. Though I empathize the emotional stress that comes with approaching the best, this is the test. It's improbable and juvenile. Even your chance of what you consider rap is deep. Just be meek, like MJ said. You reach, I teach.
Seem to be quite minimal.
My powers don't come from Harvard or scholars from Ivy League College. Sorry, my powers don't come from dollars. My powers come from balance and knowledge. And the words I'm pronouncing, true power is heard when silent. Just raw talent. The stargazer, God nature, Darth Vader of the Vedas. Sharp saber, Darth Slayer, Dark Sayer. My reign is here, the art maker, the arm legger. Lega, arm, head, alpha, omega. Lady throb, heartbreaker. The crocodile god knew now. For the waves back in the days, that's why black players attract the gators. So back, toe tack, the ghost jets, a breath taker. These are bars here. Come sit in the barber chair, sharp as razors. The God whisperer for prisoners, with Wallace D. Farrar literature, and a mixture of Harry Krishna. See my life cycle through various pictures. Reincarnation of all my phases, from bald to faded to corn braided to beards long and grayish. I age strong and gracious, never outdated. These are my Psalms of David. My bars are like AMSR, and distant voices of gods. A 528 Hertz verse, mathematically charged, so Baphomets and savages get carved. I rep the sun, moon, and star, meaning one in tune with the law. Then appears Haru through a fog, then Jesus in Peru in the lodge. Coated treehouse, snowy breeze coated the leaves, covered the seeds, cups of tea sprouts. Blue forest, binaural oral, rhymes open, pineal portals abnormal. I'm immortal. Ambience, amethyst, Lazarus, transcend, absence, catalyst, rapping, passion, analyst. Killer priest speaks, insomnia relief. Fall asleep, white noise, night joys. Andromeda reach, kilometers peak, thermometers peak. Hopi chief, Dalai Lama in sheets.
And the lamp. Well, I'd see.
So, past, present, future, you exist. The body changes. Is it not
I
clear?
am something, I was here before nothing. I am substance, I am the buzzing, light years in abundance. Crying tears like when you stare at an onion. Speckles of gray hairs, till it's fully white, like one who glares at 100 in age. The old man, young in his ways, till the end of his days. Comes to his grave, flag salute, troops fire gun at the parade. You either throw a grenade or whole lemonade. The veterans needed medicine, instead the US gave them heroin. That's embarrassing, there's nothing in comparison. Maybe the slave trade in Maryland, Confederates is devilish, now we all in a deficit.
The dark forces have tipped the scale to their side, which looks like they're winning at this point.
Can't go home cause it's not there anymore. Places changes from war, a nation endangered and poor. Strangers come with their loans with their claws. Banks is big business, oil tanks rob the soil of its riches. We went from royal to sickness, our belief in God is suspicious. We aren't loyal to conflicted. Religion is a part of a tradition that would keep our hearts in submission. Leaders in the dark with no vision is the condition to our transition to a land distant that no man witness and return to tell us if we fly or we burn. It's history that decides if we learn.
Look at the reflections that come to you. Begin to understand that the communication is now coming in to speak with you.
Power to the people. May goodness tower over evil. May wisdom be your sight for you to see through. The fog of these worldly gods flash the early blogs of who, what, when, where, why. We spend too much time trying to see who lives in the sky, while on earth we're causing our babies' own demise. We only in the zone when we high. Christopher Columbus discovered America is a lie, and all religions are a lie. So what truth do we go by? Let's take it back to indigenous tribes.
The beings that are in charge are the forces that created the earth. You can call it the great creator, you can call it energy.
I am life and space. I am a seeker from far away. I am ancient and modern day. I am Harry Potter with age. I am fire blaze and a tidal wave. I live on an earth that thunders, while the skies above me slowly turns around one way, causing the clouds to have gravity. I saw bird eggs fall towards our galaxy, and pyramids drop towards the clouds like Chinese darts. I write rhymes on the roti with Ghanese art. It shows expressions like emojis when I write these parts. I hold a mic like a trophy, put the beat on the cart.
To allow for Great Spirit to speak. We as a two-legged form simply allow that speak to be heard within this journey of our human step. Feel that sound, see the beauty, the colors, the textures, the sounds, the smells. Spirit is in grand communications.
Was he a student of Isaac Newton? How was his writing influenced? Sit in seclusion, have a private viewing. Creative juices like lighter fluid. See the sphenoid bone is like wings in the dome. Ruffling righteous music, and each brain cells is all the names of angels, gods, and mutants. It's the fossils of the gospel psychic evolution. A nocturnal sun, evolved race of humans. Before primates confusion, start the earth spinning hectic. Days turn to night, and night turns to day. Within milliseconds, the sky flies away. Through space, dark grays, I reveal the universe's age. Time to kill on the moon's surface for days. Rhyming skills improve from dimes to purple haze. Rehearsing lines in my room to murder the stage. No first aid to push my pen further in the page. Unusual is beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. So beautiful, beautiful. My approach is like a ghost in a red hat. Dressed up she good, glitter socks, shoes shiny and jet black. Talking white noise in the blizzard. Do y'all still listen to lyrics? Well, y'all missing the privilege. See, I'm different, no limits, no gimmick. Beautiful, original, no mimic. Soul centered, drinking cold spirits. Flow like the rose in the winter. Jewels are herbs, but cruel is the word. The face is disturbed. In oasis of of Chaldean, sat a brown queen. Besides a crown king, beneath gold eagles with 100-pound wings. Between pillar stories painted around beams. On board child Nirvana, having electric dreams. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. So beautiful, beautiful. Some say this is the Aquarian age, and religion is the system that the Sumerians made. Belief in Anunnakis that we alien slaves. The best MC is just my hobby, it's my American way. But beneath I'm Hammurabi and Lumerian cage. The seven masters in my soul when I write the display. My flow is godly. See the Bible topic is microscopic. When you talk like the prophet, it rhyme like you're from a disc-shaped object that left crystal deposits around the sacred monuments. The records are Akashic, the black gene is dominant. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So faith of children has fallen from grace. I too relate. Fathers with alcoholic traits, consumed by stress, death, by living complex. Struggle from check to check, every day you're depressed. Even she's upset, did think she's gonna regret. But hold your head up, cause when I see you, I'll show you respect. Still, because the words that came from Capitol Hill cause man to kill. Is Willie Lynch disguised as a bill to murder us all? The lodge or the kingdom hall. This goes out to strong, Athena should call. You're still a queen through the fog. I'm seen with the sword, holy war, the king of the pure. Color my voice for the dreams I could draw for crowned disciples.
You're a queen
for the Crown Disciples. Leonardo made it Diablo near the Niger Congo. Preached the writer like Van Gogh, found the fossil in the cosmos. I write Colosso with the scar flow for tomorrow. Make the angels of sorrow wash with aloe. Old as the Berber tribe. Rap like I heard words from the sky. Live on the rock, the third like the eye. Watch documentaries on Da Vinci. Once caught writers blocking Sicily. Equinox is with me. The astronauts come get me. Take me to the land of tin cans where robots are pretty. In the Silver City. Solar cycles comes down in spirals. One idol, bounce rivals, king of the Crown Disciples.
A queen, a princess, a prince, with the strength to wear the crown within. May you never give
Unruly men to antediluvian, Natufians, the Nubians, the hunter-gatherers, sub-Saharas, inventions of the plug adapters, blood plasma, chemicals producing drugs faster, the GMOs to needing chemo in the cerebral, wars from inflated egos, most from Mars, synagogues, cathedrals, churches worship, some have more than one version. It could be disturbing. Is it the sun in the firmament or sun as a person? Who's the one as the virgin and the one as the serpent? Who can read the inscription? Who can understand but the Lamb what is written? Who can decipher the language that's outdated? Who can know the Hakka Kazoo? Who knows about Tiamat Napsu? All the rulers of Tula. Who knows about Timbuktu and all the elders? My rhyme holds clues. Who is this ill in this material? Who has more skill? The Imperial is priest, prana, Sanskrit word for life force. Extra neuron made me write bright thoughts. Put my mic down next to Bibles and get to walking and talking with the Crown Disciples.
you're a queen, a princess, a prince, with the strength to wear the crown within. May you never give up. Don't give up.
When you were in school, you sat in a little chair and put your attention on what the teacher was teaching you. When you went to church, you put your attention on what the priest was telling you.
I came to chase the Palladians back on the walls of the stadium and drown Poseidon and Potus in the depths of the Mediterranean and top Zeus with the truth and put Cronus' neck in a noose. Then have anal sex with Venus, then push her off the roof. Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus spinning around in a circle with a whip. I'll have the Sphinx leaping through my hoop. I came to pluck the Phoenix clean, dry, then throw him back into the coop. I'll chase Mercury all through the skies, Adonis and Achilles into the mythos and slam the book shut. I'll fly all the way to Egypt and call Anubis a mutt.
It was all there already. All that knowledge, all those rules and concepts about how to behave in the world.
Okay, the people of Canaan was in the paintings, not the cavemen, they were more ancient. They developed a Semitic language, but the biblical writers called them pagans. What a bold statement, and the scrolls old as the ages. I give you a photo of the first Afro-Asian to the Homo sapiens sapien.
Put information into our minds through repetition. That is everything we know. But using our attention, we learn a whole reality, a whole
The mind goes back to a tropical Saudi Arabia, before it was called Mesopotamia, before people came out of Mauritania, and the Moors arrived to the shores of Lithuania. In Scandinavia, the Mobutu pygmies, gypsies, Sicily cave art. The sun and moon stars, they left trademarks to tell their holy days apart. Before the men was brave hearts and the musicians played harps. Abraham patriarchs, before the converts, the 13th tribe called the Khazars. Beneath the quasars, but out of the radar. Before Gog and Magog, they played with 2 pieces of steel rods. The melanin Fadar, equalizer, the people's Elijah, the black Hebrew Messiah.
It was all there already. All that knowledge, all those rules and concepts about how to behave in the world. When you were in school, you sat in a little chair and put your attention on what the teacher was teaching you. When you went to church, you put your attention on what the priest or minister was telling you.
So hard, kid. Since heavy mental essentials, deadly melodies, I broke my pencils. Murder rhymes, left in confidentials. Biters, I left with no dental. Took cats for incidentals. Wrote the track like a rental. So hard the hellfire spell writer. Holy grail, third rail and ciphers. The mics are shank, the words are Rikers. I move like a tank shooting through the Roman Empire. The bee gets the honey, pollinate, procreate. The higher gods are my associates. When I enter the room, behind me close the gate. The flow is great, you chose your fate. Twisted golden snake, the Lotus Plate.
It's a kind of holy man, as well as a philosopher. It's a traveler.
The holy basil for the nasal, garlic broth for the cough. Hunter kings from the north, rides a gray horse, jumps off. He wants to talk. He acts for tea, he kills for sport. Attacking the bees, I feel your loss. Drunk off the poison flowers, increase the sting power. Make wings louder, hear their buzz. There will be blood, rainforest flood. Bigfoot returns into a hill of mud. Mics shoot rocket scuds, giant lotus buds. Unfold the red rugs, kings or hard comes. Rappers, y'all done, gods from the planet of 1,000 suns.
It's a traveler who traveled to Egypt, perhaps Mesopotamia, to the underworld.
Changes shocker from the shock of nature. Blind sawmen on top of glaciers. Viewed by monks as some sort of savior. Holding lightsabers, Alpha and Omega. Punch planets, leave craters. Solar flares, call them golden deer. Plutonic onyx, Shogun gear. Levitate when they throwing chairs. Fluctuate, change your weight, I can stand on spears. Running on the flowers, flipping off a pedal. Hit the devil when it's settled, all you see is powder. Grinning omens around his sword. Stomp the ground, dead kings on horses pop up for war. The Bourbon Moor, you read the stories on the walls. Wear the shield of Solomon, build when I reach Holland. The sovereign Lord leaves Scotland.
Well, these were some of the things I think would help.
Everything in the universe being built from number, and to them this means whole numbers and by extension fractions.
Not feeling it necessary to prove it until, or maybe not being able to. Was not necessarily not able to? Okay, which was it? Not necessary, or were they not able to prove this theorem, or did they just not think it was necessary? Did they just think it was necessary?
Number can provide a key to explain reality.
This writing is a heightened form of enlightenment. The alignment, chakra stones brightens. Electrons get excited. Pure organic vibrational state. My spine is a space, my mind inflates. Gravitate, the elements around begin to animate. You have no weight, behold a supernova planet shape. The Caduceus loop with cobras, God, man, and snake. Leaping through the hoops of yoga, the body sacred geometry. Shiva arms are free. In the ether, try to stay calm and breathe deeper. The more I flow, the more bars you see. Seeker, now let's see if you can go as far as me. Nebulas past. Fix the contrast, pick up the forecast. Going through orbs of gas and aurora glass. Hope you're absorbing, my mind recording fast. No mass, no grass, magnificent speed. At last, the task, the different MC. Airbags, I zigzag, turn 360 degrees. Without ever slowing down or stopping, just listen to me. The Star Sirius B, we are far, Mike Checker MCing. My greatness inflated to a great stellated dodecahedron. To the nebula forever streaming. No pressure, I flow better breathing. Each line, deep rhymes marry it. Themon, design, divine chariots. Separating the Kabbalah from the macabre. The journey begins inward, then outer. Traveling up oneself into the form of realization. Beyond the concepts of separation. That's divine union. Now enter the line for the rhyme reviewing. Mystical practice, esoteric geometric, we're wrapped in. I just said it, you attracted. Magnets, you ruin truth when you stretch it. Elastic, rappers, you can see right through. Plastic, relax your body, let your conscience free. You are now witness to a true MC. Take off your Air Max, for these grounds are holy. The bars by IMAX and the sounds by Dolby. No, I'm not the same artist. Who needs a fountain of youth? when you're from the rainforest? Who needs social media when your flow's an explosive meteor? When the culture needed more C4, napalm, and a page from Psalms. It's hard to stay on blogs when every day on guard. Plain hard to explain the unexplained when you got over 100 names. When I take a selfie, I see 12 of me. One Saudi, one Israeli, one sick, 3 healthy, one poor, 4 wealthy, one fit, but the one that's rich is the one with the big belly. But I'ma get back the 6 packs soon as I give the 6 packs back. Forgiveness, I'm winded. It's 2:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm too daggone tired to finish. Summer tablets, the sky scrolls, or the winter texts. The Natufians, Tunubians. Question we coping with: does a God really exist? L. Ron Hubbard, Charles Russell, or Joseph Smith? Water draws up from lakes into clouds that condense, then distill back down. Forms a snowflake or dry mist. Drips, depending on its currents. 24,896 miles of the Earth's circumference. Increase a man and woman in abundance. A child's birth to 9 wonders. To place in the sky we under. From gathering patterns of atoms and molecules. It's mystic from liquid to solid food. Whether solid or stew. Our bowels move, then go back to the earth for information even found in Tyler stool. Even hair follicles. Dinosaur bones was used as fossil fuel. The caveman invented the tool. The farmers used the cosmos on the mule. From Adam to Moses to David. Ezekiel spaceships and Solomon ruled. From Essenes to the Templars to Ottomans too. Egyptians left their stories on the wall for obvious clues. Walk at the pyramid from the top, the bottom there's tombs. Find the gold, catch the curse, and leave Cairo you're doomed. Red Mercury, 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 Red Mercury, Red Mercury, Red Mercury, Mercury. 6 ounces of brain, Noah pronounced it with rain. 26th birthday, my first album came. Flicks of the beast, the police stood over Malcolm's remains. 1989, we blind. Then United States opened its eye, declare war on drugs, that their own CIA mastermind. Crack was a part of their design, cartels declined. Spending $26 billion on just putting low-level drug offenders in prison. Rappers can shoot a gun, but can't tell me the particles that they're using them. The ingredients in the firearm is the same to make the bodies of neurons and electrons. Copper and bronze, tin and zinc are within the human skin. Give us strength and length, enabled us to think. The same hydrogen found in paper and ink. Bullets are made of lead, the same lead that's in my pencil. The same lead in the paint, I'm coloring instrumentals. With rainbow flows, angels glow, supernova glow, stars are in sync. Mercury, 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 Red Mercury, Red Mercury, Red Mercury, Mercury, Mercury. Exotic sports cars, the biggest suite at the courtyard. Pigeons land on the street at the feet of that cross guard who lost guard. Kaleido silver, monatomic gold, and almonds, the oil from clove. All of this the doctors put on hold, cause they on the payroll. Secret conversations, the devil talked to Gabriel. Dialysis patients, foul nation, the ISIS papers. What happened in Vegas, who mastered the Raiders. A king in the chapel of Asia. His queen bit the apple, he hopes he saved some. Illuminati, Walt Disney, talks with Diddy, Lost City. A man stalks with an assault semi. Are you with the platoon in the lagoon? Are you on the beach where they toss frisbees? A parade after grenades, state of emergency. As rare as Red Mercury.
You must gain balance within yourself.
I don't tell you of it. Mars Stars. Mars Stars.
Tell me everything you know.
Silk, hallucinogenic power. When Shiva was born, the seed turned to milk.
Yes.
And it snowed turmeric powder. One of her hands reached down and planted the bodhi.
Yes.
Then handed out roti with chickpeas. Amongst the thick leaves sat the yogi, wearing big beads. Then here comes Jenna, the enlightener.
Are you ready?
You smell the spice as she entered. She painted the tiger in stripes with henna. The oldest scrolls, called the Riga Vita.
That's right.
Hair was non-ether, bigger features.
Yes.
Near the golden monkey, the stone toad, and the salamander. Before Alexandria was conquered by Alexander. Where the gods with the bronze head met the beasts with the blonde dreads.
Yes.
Dalai Lama meets Brahma, they feast on non-bread. The Buddha was happy and chubby, rubbed the belly, feel lucky.
Good one.
The gods got mean and turned green like mint chutney.
Moving on.
Romulus and Remus, the she-wolf, gave birth to her puppies.
Yes.
A kid sat doing yoga, played with his pet cobra. He said, "Father, I have no attachment. I am one with everything." The sky blackened.
Everything is
Then
connected.
came Vishnu from out of flying crystal. I Star Trek through Tibet, landed down near plants and insects. Approached the orange-robed monk that sat in front of the monastery. The temple of forgotten vows.
Brilliant.
Of silence. Sweat dripped from my brow. I bowed. Priest, return to Easter Island. Witness me coming down from a cloud. Holding the mic, hold back the crowd. Melchizedek inheritance, genetic transmission, mysteries of El Leon. Feel the wizardry as you impale to a stone. That's word to Ganesh, killing Dumbo. In the Laura Temple, Ajanta cave in the jungle. Beneath the stars, many of the ancient gods depict bulls, snakes, birds on card. Original manuscript held as archives, locked in the vault. Through the cobwebs and smoke, the living dead, spells said and ghosts. The deepest rhymes I ever wrote, beneath the shrine of the goats. Wet, naked, and soaked, from a baby male to Gabriel, riding Haley's tail. Comments hitting your conscience like 80 wells. The teachers in their pride, vainly boast, they know nothing. This mic holds substance, and it is they who obey and truly succeeded in achieving total ignorance and sheer bliss. I'm here for years, until I'm gone, I'll leave Saffron. Saffron, it's Saffron. I leave Saffron. So as he was, the priest is born inside of a stone egg. Fell off a mountain, cracked, came up, he rapped. Perhaps I take you to the temple soon. You all meet your doom. The smell of perfume.
Accept the reality.
They said he was solvent. He pays no taxes to a province. They said he planted a garden in the Gushu tea forest. During the ceremony of voodoo, he promised high off of Wuku weed products. He said he emerged out of stardust and that his arms came from birds, riding the winds of a storm that came from a black hole from far up and landed in armor of gold in the middle of the war of Sparta. Skin color of copper, but much darker. They said he talked to Sid Harther and walked the Golgotha with 12 chakras that were lighting like street lights from his crown down to his tail that entailed his saga. Naga, thus spoke Zarathustra. Taught Vedas and Kama Sutras, saviors and honored rulers, sung prayers to the omni future. From the Himalayas through the safaris with Buddha, we drunk tea from the oldest trees. Its roots run all the way to Jerusalem. We decode the hieroglyphs in every sip. Then I leaned over and told him I believe that mushrooms evolved from jellyfish, or vice versa, take your pick. Let's fly over Persia, let's take the disc. Of the first, at the start of the universe, sun, moon, and earth, the African humid period. The humans lurked in kingdoms such as Sumer and Earth before the heavens were ruined by Lucifer. And it was was ran by supreme rulers and executioners. Before the one resurrected with Judas' blood sent to Jerusalem. Betrayed by Judas, Jews, and Peter, Jupiter, son of the order. The ascended and agreeable mortals, the mystical oracles, and the ancient editorial writers for the devil's memorial. He on their portfolios. I gave a complete testimony and tutorial on where the priest portal goes. Right here in Gregorian chants, I sit back in my throne and glance at a kingdom in Technicolor, and I blend in like a gecko that's the cover. Yo, me too. Out there. Peace. Joy. Rise. Open your eyes. I was created from light and smoke. Gamma gave me a pulse. Gamma gave me a third eye. I woke. Prana kept my energy afloat. The matter gave me a shell for my ghost. I climbed up Jacob's ladder to gather the matter, then slid down the rope. The coil, all the caduceus vibrated through music. Notes, the ego, the mythos. Please, writers try not to misquote. Be to the people, it's for the people. The ordinaries and the extraordinaries. From the periodic table law libraries, the primaries. I'm so far, the earth's behind me in the background. I pull out my phone, take a selfie. Mentally healthy, I'm in your celly, phone, your radio, put out the ratio. I'm in your home, your television, your computer. I'm in your past, I'm in your future. Science make you feel super. Past Orion, finally to look at death and see the humor. Become one with Buddha. All planets submit to the sun, the ruler. Love is magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the gods. It's life, it's love, it's magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the gods. Yes. A tribute to big roots, to family trees that bear fruit. The water's electric, spread seeds to humankind. Good deeds throughout all ethnic groups. Omnipresence and nutriments from Nubians, hunter-gatherers, Natufians. Hundreds of travelers to schools of Zen come from Africa. Man has his mammal brain, all above is explained. Then money exchange made the mummies rearrange. The country looks strange, the astral plane in our grass and our range. The momentous of our beginning to our ghostly entrance, us water and gold, mostly kindred. We are the gods, electric charge, revolve and evolve. Get involved. Rock art lasers, canyons to Arctics with glaciers. Our planet to quasars. Drawings of animals they hope to find. Galactic design, putting back the pieces to the broken mind. It's life, it's love, it's magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the gods. This is man looking at himself as the I am, and seeing no one else, but asking for help. Staring at the astral belt, we will feel what the Pharaoh felt. Only build with natural health. Israelites, then civil rights. The physical fight on our spiritual flight. Follow the leader, ride behind, but watch my signal lights. Okay, let's make a left at the right to know the secrets of the occultists, but keep forgetting every 3 seconds like the goldfish. Peace of paradise, the grand architect. We'll get in that arc you left once upon a time when men hunched to come into the shrine. But then he grunt and his lunch was from a vine. Now he hunts and he lunge upon the swine. His blood pumps as he grabs his weapon and plunge it in his hind. To leave this savage state at a massive rate. Warp through the gate. We more than just apes. We morphin' from space. Our thoughts took shape. The organs in place. The human race. Once the individual is rejoined with the universe, then you and I search. Left clues in the earth. Cognitive dissonance. Remembrance. God and difference. Hope you find the truth in my verse. It's life, it's love, it's magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the God. My elders were rare. Rest in peace to Dr. Delbert Blair. Made us well prepared. May you exhale through the spheres. November 22, 76. Heavenly gift, heavenly miss. Can't touch it with a measuring stick. Already rich because the soul was pure gold. No cure for a cold. We say cheers till we old. Truth be told. When I grab the microphone, they break out the orange cones. Black as the onyx stone. UVB, 76 harmonic tones. Already exist in the sonic modes. Like the song A. Jeffords, you in the place based on forever. I know one day we'll find your face on the treasures. Stay strong, you in the place where life is better. It's life, it's love, it's magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the cause. It's life, it's love, it's magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the cause. It's life, it's love, it's magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the cause. It's life, it's love, it's magic. It's experience, it's drugs, it's passion. One with the cause. Of diverse orders and spiritual being glorified angelic aura, sons and kings and goddesses in the highest planes of consciousness, in celestial schools that reign with dominance, with matchless beauty and superb glory, and blackness that sat with kufis and 12 juries, in realms outside of the planetary body, godly army, classes of ethereal parties, surrounded the administration of the eternal sun, in the presence of the original one. Tiffany comes, quoting the victory is won. Then I had the epiphany of the mystery of not seeing or spoken with tongues. One by one the dolphins leaped over a hydrogen moon, swimming around the darkness, creating a cosmic whirlpool. The beluga whales began speaking, clicking, buzzing in their schools, waving their flippers, the Big Dipper were cool. Behold, this child of the ghetto saw the trial of the devil. After the war in heaven and gas clouds settled, good and evil clashed with loud echoes. Then the angels came down and bound the rebels. Key at the threshold, militant range from goddess state came through a stargate and large rates, 000 atomic weight, ball of fire, comet shape, a brawl of empire, demonic race. I saw Satan's team rise on the face of the earth like shaving cream. The beast day to birth, the nation scream. This the curse of the angelic general king, waving their wings. Then God, the ultimate legislator, the primary annegator of law, seraphim, Republican, prepare the punishment of war, sharpen a sword, the plausible reinforcement of the cherubim forces, bring Satan in the chains on horses. The devil eyes were white like crack, his teeth looked like crystal meth, his soul resembled death in black, his voice trembled as he scratched, blood came through his sores like promethazine. His sweat was Percocet, the cold death of kings. The smell was bath salt and codeine. Then the clouds came down like heron smoke rings. I thought I lost it. I was exhausted, then I'm altered, then exalted from the torment, then rewarded to sit in this allness, to this paradise. The sky was agonite, satellites, star tides rising, ocean world, a reef on Orion, a beach on Sirius B, dry climate, ultrasonic, the well king of the giants. Seagulls complain around cathedrals, speak to the sea people, telecommunicate through the cerebral. We all equal, no forgiveness for the rebellious spirits. The overzealous led the resistance. 1,000 years in hell was their sentence, and judged by the 12 princes, the most high assistants. The smoke rise was endless. The devil goat riders were the witness. They opened the vote to the lower and the higher prisons. Mystics. face. The mother of heaven, the mother of second, the mother of seven, the sister of brother. It's you I embrace and inspired this record. It's you I face that inspired this record. I love devoted, the poet that wrote this. Sculptures on the sofas, it's not history but her story. Hercules' glory, the mother of God. I thirst for her trees, her hair's the stars. Your highness, how you change the climate. How can't man see you? How they blinded by their own ego. Out of you come all people. Saint Helen, what's the paintings telling? Satan's rebellion, I love Helen. It's overwhelming. Paulette, Rosette, gorgeous. I planted orchids near August. Audrey, if I could foresee their future poorly. You placed me on a horsey when I was 3. Now she's gone for 4D. I'm embarrassed a bit. Asterisk, may I have a kiss? Passionate, here's the gift. Pass the path. Her beautiful lips, her wrinkled hand. Without our women, there would be no man. Just plenty egos and for our great mothers, I stand. Black Madonna, the blacks we honor. Black Madonna. She's God advocate, almighty queen of Nazareth, priestess of Egypt, apostle of profession of the blessed, her gospel, her lessons, anointed. You only love her if she's double jointed. Her beginning, her end, eternal life, paradise in my lens. I write ice with this pen, the author and the perfecter of our faith, the prodigal daughter, shootouts on gates. She's the bread of our gates, to the soul of a hustler, tears of our mother, for we sold drugs to our brother. She's the lamb, the chief of the cornerstone, the immaculate stand, our lady of black rosary. This poetry is for you, and this is true, you're overdue. She's the queen of heaven, immaculate conception, and I rap in her presence, the virgin. As the night engulfed the earth like an army of gray shadow kings, platoons leaping off the moon, some gliding on Horus's wings. The sky's filled with millions of dreams, while the street is filled with millions of screams and schemes. The planet life shows the brilliance of things, multiplicity of existence from other planets in the distance, all proceeding from one single essence. Omnipresence, that's Gandhi's message. Just listen. My superior nature is reflected in the mind of man, creation in the mind image. Imagine time forever with man. Well, never mind, cause if the mind is never used, then we wasting our time. Third eye's blind. A woman in the harshy, icy landscape. She's blindfolded and bound. Although it's loosely, she can break free if she struggled to escape. 8 swords impaled in the ice. A stream flows swiftly past her. A queen's robe, a gypsy. A lab in the science academy. Research NASA. Fast cars. Above is the Star Trek stars. Inside is the black guard. The meaning is doubt, frustration, powerlessness. You need hours of rest to find a way out. Your troubles and worries is weighing you down. I should pray for you now. Depression and pain, flames engulf you as you circle the drain. It's awful. Illness and injury to your friends and me. How can this be? Fear and depression, strong guilt, remorse, a cloud over my thought. Through the crowd I was tossed, a king proud on his horse, but now on the cross. Return to the source, now I'm the force. Climbed off. I asked her, what all these ills, omens, and demons? She grabbed my palms, began to squeeze it. I asked her what's the reason. She began to seeing power to preserve objects, discernment, guided by the firmament. That was the appearance of standing outside and apart from myself, having my heart beat inside of someone else. To take a deep breath, no longer depressed. I saw the man from Nazareth walk into a labyrinth. He followed the path to the hidden sanctuary of Anubis. And I was there with pure radiance, a pure coding, a aura coaching. The Torah was open, water is flowing, angels unentangled, all knowing. The mind is looking upon the world through 7 inner eyes, rest in the skies. Upon the pillar of mercy, the healers in spiritual surgery. The killers were earthly, niggas unworthy. The black king holds a sword aloft in a ceremonial manner. Beneath his feet, death adders. His skin was onyx, it was solid and immovable as the fine marble. As he writes his novel, he fights like the marvel. The sovereign Lord, the path of peace. He speaks as the priest as he sits in his chair, despondently resting his chin in his hand. At his feet, the 5 cups. Does this mean retreat? Judging my luck. Fiends are shooting up. Let me borrow a buck. On the tongue of every nigga that's in the cut. My mom says keep in touch. Open the Dutch. Blowing circles of the clouds made of purple. As it revolves, it reminds us we have to evolve. Look at the world, loving every moment, enjoying every second of the world. The whole world, get the message. The whole world, gets the message. I was just looking at the world, loving every moment, enjoying every second. Get the messages, looking at the world. I was just looking at the world. Look at the world, loving every moment, enjoying every second of the world. The whole world, get the message of the God. The whole world, gets the message.